I learn in Greek is matheno, matheno.
Μαθαίνω.
And this is, of course, where mathematics comes from. They are sharing a root, these two words, mathematics and matheno, I learn in Greek. How would you say he learns, she learns, it learns?
Μαθαίνει.
Matheni, good. The child in Greek is to pedi, to pedi.
Το παιδί.
So the first interesting thing here is that it's nurta. No, the child in Greek is nurta. It doesn't have a gender yet. No, it's not masculine, it's not feminine, it's a child. To pedi.
Το παιδί.
So how would you say the child learns?
Το παιδί μαθαίνει.
To pedi matheni. So the child is like he, she, or it. No, we're using matheni. And we can also connect pedi to something in English. In English, we have pedagogy, no, pedagogical, which is about learning. So we have the relationship there between children and learning. Pediatrician, a child, doctor. So matheno is I learn. Course, like a course or a class, is mathema, mathema.
Μάθημα.
Good. What gender does it look like?
Το μάθημα.
Yeah, neuter.
Neutral.
Good. To mathema. Good. So it could have been feminine. It ends in an A, like apologia, apology. But MA shows us that it's neuter, like problema, programma. So the word for class or course is literally like math with mathema, mathema. The course, the class,
Το μάθημα.
to mathema. I start in Greek. I start is archizo, archizo.
Αρχίζω.
Good. And this sound that we have there is written with that X. It looks like an X. The bottom part of the X is much longer and it goes below the line, but it looks like an X. Archizo.
Αρχίζω.
Good. So you could say the course starts tomorrow. What was the word for tomorrow?
Αύριο.
Avrio. Good. So how would you say that? The course starts tomorrow.
Το μάθημα αρχίζει αύριο.
Very good. Το μάθημα αρχίζει αύριο. And the verb start, αρχίζει, no, it's changing for το μάθημα, no, which is like it, which makes το μάθημα much more flexible in Greek than it is in English, for example. In English, it's generally the word order showing us who's doing what and what's going on. But we don't need that in Greek. We have αρχίζει showing us. So you could move that. So give me the same sentence. The course starts tomorrow, but let's play around a little bit with the order. Let's start with tomorrow, for example.
Αύριο αρχίζει το μάθημα.
Αύριο αρχίζει το μάθημα. That's a possible order in Greek. You could mix it up a little bit more. You could start with the verb.
Αρχίζει το μάθημα αύριο.
Good. Αρχίζει το μάθημα αύριο. So you have this very flexible word order in Greek and you can use it to stress different things. And rather than looking at rules about what stresses what, you should just listen out for it, because in a real life context, that emphasis that is achieved in the language is also going to be accompanied by hand expressions and facial expressions and a context that will really help you interiorize it. How would you say I have class?
Έχω μάθημα.
Έχω μάθημα. Good. So here we have the ch a little bit more harsh, echo, because it's followed by an o, έχω μάθημα. But we mentioned briefly that if we are following that with a e or e sound, it's going to sound softer, this ch that we write like x. How would you say she has class?
Έχει μάθημα.
Good. There it's softer again, because it's followed by that e sound. Έχει μάθημα. The word for there is in Greek, there is υπάρχει, υπάρχει.
Υπάρχει.
Υπάρχει, there is. So this is what we use for there is in Greek, but actually this verb we would translate as exists. It exists. What we're actually saying there is it exists for there is. Now υπάρχει, there is actually built of hypo. Now we have this in English like hypoglycemic, low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. Emma in Greek is blood. Nuta, no, ending ma, to emma, the blood. So in υπάρχει we have hypo, like in hypoglycemia, and archi, the beginning, the start. So hypo means something like below, similarly meaning to this kate, kata that we saw, below, and archi is the beginning. I archi, the beginning, the start. So υπάρχει you can see it got a little bit contracted and crushed together there. Υπάρχει is something like below the start, meaning there is or exists. Very odd, no?
Yeah.
How would you say there is a problem? There is problem. We don't need the word for a there. We can just say there is problem.
Υπάρχει πρόβλημα.
Υπάρχει πρόβλημα. How would you say there's no problem? There isn't a problem.
Δεν υπάρχει πρόβλημα.
Very good. Δεν υπάρχει πρόβλημα. So υπάρχει is built of ipo and archi, below start, meaning to exist, interestingly or mind-blowingly. And we also saw that we have the verb, archizo, I start. We also have, using this ipo, ipomoni. Ipomoni. Ipo means below, no? And moni is actually coming from meno. And this means patience. To below stay, no? Patience. So tell me again, there is a problem.
Υπάρχει πρόβλημα.
Υπάρχει πρόβλημα. There is problem. We don't need the word for a there. But you can use the word for a if you want. A problem is ένα πρόβλημα. So how would that be?
Υπάρχει ένα πρόβλημα.
Υπάρχει ένα πρόβλημα. So ένα is the word for a for neuter nouns. So, you remember the word for house?
Σπίτι.
Spiti. Good. A house.
Ένα σπίτι.
Ένα spiti. Yes, spiti was neuter, and the I on the end is written like the Latin or the English I that we have, no? Not like that feminine ending, no? So that's how we know it's not feminine. Ένα spiti. A house. And what happens when something is masculine? What happens when a noun or an adjective is masculine? What does it tend to have on the end?
An S.
An S. So what do you think ena might be for masculine nouns?
Ένας.
Enas. Yes, it is. You remember how to say coffee in Greek?
Καφέ.
But it's masculine.
Καφές.
Cafes. Good. Cafes. And that will feel a bit uncomfortable with us because we will feel like it's a plural,
Yeah.
no? But no, this is just a masculine ending in Greek. So a coffee is
Ένας καφές.
enas cafes. What was the word for here?
Εδώ.
Εδώ. How would you say there is a coffee here?
Υπάρχει ένας καφές εδώ.
Very good. Υπάρχει enas cafes εδώ. Very good. So we have υπάρχει built of ipo and archi, something like below start, which means there is or there exists would be the more literal translation, no? Even there is a song, actually, a very famous song in Greek, υπάρχω. What does υπάρχω mean?
I am here.
Well, literally, I exist, but actually in this song it's used a little bit like I am here or there, I'm present, no? The lyrics are something like I'm always present by you in your eyes when they cry or something like this. It's a love song. You can listen to it to practice your Greek. Υπάρχω.